Welcome back to 80s Comics. When you're done rocking out to Duran Duran, look at that makeup. They're also very pretty. It's time to read Silverhawks. Silverhawks, issue number 2 from 1987, the second sizzling issue in the Silverhawks comic book series from Marvel. Let's check it out. Silverhawks by the twin sons of Symbion. It's Silverhawks, issue number 2 from October 1987, the second sizzling issue. It sizzles. It's so hot. With 80s laser space bird people action, the Silverhawks. Kidnapped. This is a fun issue. The writing is great. Limbo Galaxy, high above Brinstar, the free orbiting asteroid of the evil intergalactic mob. The partly metal, partly real interceptor called Tallyhawk catches the currents of gravity on his magnificent metal wings. It's hard to read without giggling uncontrollably. His carbide-tipped talons and diamond beak open as if to grasp and crush the menace lurking below him, but he holds himself in check, content to simply patrol and observe, like Laserbeak, but a hawk in space and not a transformer. That's a different series. Here's Brinstar. Check it out. There's a giant crater. And there's the evil fortress of Mon Star, the planet master. Mon Star wants revenge after being humiliated by the Silverhawks, who handed him his own red ass in issue number 1. Some great sound effects here. And look, it's like the Thundercats, except with the bird symbol in space. Fuck! Issue 2 of the Silverhawks brings more intergalactic goofy good fun as Mon Star plans to kidnap Stargazer, and the Silverhawks are, of course, going to stop him, or at least try. And as Bluegrass says here, now I call that hardware fella lower than a snake in a wagon rut. I'm going to start using that one. I'm going to add that to my my 80s catchphrases, like by the twin sons of Symbion, which I just stole from the Sectars, by the way. It's a great series. Why do they hand that lady a fish in the taxi cab? So there's this guy here who has a giant tuning fork that summons weather effects in space. They hijack a taxi cab and then use that in their nefarious plan to steal Stargazer. Silverhawks rush to his rescue. Since this Windhammer guy gets in the way, the Silverhawks are held up, but don't worry, they still find a way to bust into the enemy lair, where Stargazer steals a bunch of data tapes or something. Mon Star transforms into his Mumra form by shouting and screaming, "Give me the might, the muscle, the menace of Mon Star!" And he shoots that guy in the back with his Light Star. Hang on to your hats, Silverhawks, because we're heading them off at the pass. Yeehaw! There's just nothing that's not awesome about cowboy adventures in space. Galaxy Rangers knows it's true, and so does Firefly. And Silverhawks issue number 2. It's fun. This is a wacky series. It's not nearly as serious and intense as many of the other 80s comics based on toys that I review around here, like Sectars, Visionaries, G.I. Joe. Those all contain serious subject matter. Occasionally. Silverhawks, well, this is just wacky, ridiculous, and thoroughly enjoyable. A lot of fun to read and collect today. Whether or not you're a fan of the TV show, you can't go wrong with anything that sizzles. It's hot! It's Silverhawks. After reading issue 1, make sure to pick up issue 2 and enjoy. And don't forget to pick up a grab bag of savings. Save up to $4 on every Star title. We got He-Man, we got Heathcliff, we got Care Bears, Flintstones, Thundercats, more Flintstones, Silverhawks, and the Ewoks. Man, I would pay good money to see the Care Bears and Ewoks battle to the death while Lion-O laughs at them. 80scomics.com. Hot! You know what's awesome? Laser guitars. We don't get nearly enough Melodia in this issue. That's a motley crew right there. You know what else is awesome? Duran Duran. While Girls on Film may be the best known song on this album, Sound of Thunder is the best track on this album. Very underrated tune. Check that one out. Sound of Thunder from Duran Duran. And a fun fact from your friend Mark. Did you know the guy who directed the movie Highlander also directed Duran Duran's Rio video? Now you know, and knowing is the other half of mercilessly slaughtering your enemy.